I mean, honestly, I think Zaft was the one that was in the right here.
Yeah,
they were protecting a group that they had just like freed from essentially slavery and oppression from the group that was coming to re-oppress them.
To reconquer them, yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we're back with another episode of Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny. Phase 24, Differing Views. Much like our views of the episode versus the episode's views of the episode.
Yeah. We were supposed to like Klein.
You mean Hein?
Klein.
Klein is like his last name, and also her dad's last name, if you can believe it.
Yeah. Heine. We're supposed to like Heine. Well, he got killed.
I mean, I'm assuming we were supposed to like him. I mean, we didn't. We were suspicious.
We didn't know. We were suspicious of him. We didn't get enough time to like him or dislike him.
Well, it was very weird because, like, all the characters that we had to deal with in Season 1 were introduced, like, early on, and I can't remember anybody who, like, appeared halfway through that we were expected to like that died at any point.
Yeah.
Versus this, where he, like, was introduced and was dead 2 episodes after that. Like, technically he was introduced one episode, he died 1 episode after he was introduced. We just happened to have seen him earlier than that. How did he win a character popularity poll?
And also, he's supposed to be a vet. Well, no, he said he had been in support in the first war, but he's supposed to be an elite pilot now.
Well, according to his worksheet that I read, because I thought he was going to be a person of interest, he was involved in the Earth-Moon War.
Yeah.
I don't know. He got in a cold.
Yeah. Pretty much.
All right, well, it doesn't seem like we got much to talk about here.
No. We're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. That's why. And not in a good way. It's not like, wow, this is a great mystery. It's more like, what the shit?
Well, again, it comes from the perspective that we both had ways to repaint last episode that would have made it better, more understandable, made more sense than what we actually got. Because, I don't know.
Yeah. That script needed a couple of more passes, basically. Somebody go like, yeah, listen, I see what you're going here, but
I guess maybe that's the reason people are harsher on Destiny, because it feels like we've had conversations many times now about what feels like character assassination to what people were like in Season 1. And granted, Kira did the same exact thing in Season 1, but he did it when the fight was already happening.
Yeah.
To do what he did at Josh A before the fight starts incites the fight to start.
Yeah. It's a very much, I wasn't going to destroy the Earth until this asshole showed up, so I guess I have to destroy the Earth. Right? Kind of situation. Like, Patrick Saul is like, we're in a difficult situation. We have to destroy the enemy fleet, whatever. Kira shows up. What the fuck did that little shit do? Okay, everybody has to die. You know, kind of situation. Like, well, now that we're helpless against the nuclear attack that is coming, we're gonna take them. Yeah, that would be like Josh A. Like Kira tries to attack the facility to stop from firing while the nukes are going in. It's like, you little shit, we're about to get nuked.
I think the example you're going for is most likely you can't jump to the roof to commit suicide. I'll shoot you to stop you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going from, I don't know, jumping off of a building to cop-assisted suicide? Thanks, I guess. I don't...
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see what the point is anymore, but...
And they interviewed the cop. Well, I had to shoot him. Why? Because he was going to commit suicide. What the fuck? Yeah.
I mean, I know what you're going for, but this is the wrong way to do it. All right, well, I guess there's nothing left to see, but see how we continue, because we're still in it. So
yeah, in it to win it.
Let's go ahead and hop on into it.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff.
You can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Oh.
You forgot to turn it to Japanese too, huh?
Yeah.
Thankfully, I don't record the audio, so I add that later. I guess it's kind of ironic to try and stab somebody in the back and get stabbed in the back while you're trying to do so.
Yeah. And he got stabbed in the back because he was trying to stab somebody else in the back.
Also,
Not
kind of
because
ironic that our point of view character who's witnessing the guy die was also right behind the explosions, implying that he was right behind her too.
Yeah.
I think we call that the conga line of death. Just not in the typical order, because, you know, your preferred conga line of death, it would be the person with the highest initiative being at the very back, and then we keep going forwards.
Yeah. That was a bad roll of initiative right there.
I mean, or the perfect roll of initiative.
Yeah. Well, she wanted to kill them both, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, technically, she should have carried on through and gotten into the freedom.
Well, she was jumping,
but she had rocket boosters, and then she activated her rocket boosters even harder the moment she hit him. She could have carried on through because, I mean, they're energy weapons, right? How much are they actually slowed down by impact?
Well, the edge is energy, but the back is solid, so I guess that would have been stopped quite a bit.
I think it's the effect. Have you ever seen like one of the examples of a samurai or modern day samurai cutting through a BB? It cuts an angle.
Yeah.
So the body being split apart would fall away before it ever hit the back of the blade.
Battle's over.
I think this is the past. Nope, never mind. I was wrong. I guess we just skipped the rest of the fight. Oh, I was right. There was deaths because of Kira. I'm assuming those are deaths because of Kira shooting the Tannhauser, which is what I meant. Thanks. We barely knew him, though.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully, no, the impulse can repair itself in midair, so it was probably no big deal.
Good point. Oh, Arthur is back in charge, I guess.
Oh, yeah. The other guy's dead.
Battlefield promotion.
I mean, honestly, I think Zaft was the one that was in the right here.
Yeah.
They were protecting a group that they had just, like, freed from essentially slavery and oppression from the group that was coming to re-oppress them.
To reconquer them, yeah.
I don't know. Seems to... Yeah, Nicole.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems to me that's a fight worth having. Because you need to demonstrate that, no, it's not your place to oppress other people in this world and put those people down, essentially. Stopping the fight doesn't send that message. Okay, Rao, what are you up to over here? I know his name is Ray. He's doing a Rao thing. That's all we saw Rao do in Season 1 was copy information and give it to people.
Until the end when he actually started fighting.
By the way, I didn't
Well,
address
beginning,
this either, but I hate how they keep calling it the Great War.
おそらくはあのモビルスーツ、フリーダムのパイロットも、あのアークエンジェルのクルーも、そしてあそこで名乗りを上げたオーブの代表も、私にとっては皆よく知る人間です。だからこそ、なおさらこの事態が理解できません。
Yeah,
Welcome to all of Season 1.
Yeah.
Well, no, Atherin couldn't figure them out during Season 1 either.
Yeah.
Until the very end.
But he was trying to fight, hunt them down, so.
Yeah, as a member of zaft. This is literally
Yeah.
Atherin Season 1 again.
Mm-hmm.
彼らは何かを知らないのかもしれません。間違えているのかもしれません。
I think they are, yeah.
Again, I know it's against the message of the show. You know, how do we find a way to stop the fighting? But when, again, one force is trying to oppress the people of another side and you're defending those people, the message has to, what are you up to, Ray?
Sending some information to someone. Yeah.
Probably Durandal, I guess. Status message.
What?
Then we have no reason to suspect that he's doing it underhandedly. For all we know, this is literally his job on board the ship when he's not.
I guess so, yeah.
Again, we thought Hein was up to nefarious shit, and he's just dead.
わかりました。あなたの罹患了承します。でも一人でいいの？
はい、大丈夫です。
Oh, at least he's gonna do something smart. He's gonna go and confront them. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Well, I mean, we've covered many times that he could just leave and do whatever he wanted. The whole joke about you being, leaving and becoming, Lycus's bodyguard, for example.
Mm-hmm.
You better not walk into the room and shoot her in the head. I don't know why I think that's about to happen, but
yeah,
I suspect everything right now.
Yeah. They do know each other in a way that...
Yeah, unless we're right and that's her kid. I don't know. Literally everything is on the table with him. That was where Frau meets Alex Dino. Sorry, Frau. I said Fra. I meant Fra. Ha! Her name is Ha. I've called her the wrong name this whole time. Well, thankfully that'll stop soon because we'll be done with the original Mobile Suit Gundam in a while.
Oh.
It's me, Alex Dino. Vegas lounge singer.
Yeah. The guy in the back was like,
Yeah, I hate paused,
like
confused people in the background. Oh, maybe they did come hook up. He mentioned Durka out of nowhere, and I was like, well, kind of Durka is your replacement boyfriend after he witnessed the death of your last one and made fun of it.
Ray, he took the picture of the...
話したいんだ。会って話したい。キラともカガリとも。
今はまたザフトのあなたが？
それは。
いいわ。手がないわけじゃない。
I mean, I don't know what Haw's point here is, even though you're with Zaft. Yeah, but they're not with the Earth Alliance. As far as I know, I didn't declare war on random ship. Although we might have now, given what happened. Well, Kira brought it on himself. So not even
Oh,
a real
they
hot spring. They built one into the ship.
どうしたらいいのかしら。
Yeah. How Japanese is that?
これから
Well, remember, this ship is
I get-
based on a model designed from Orb.
Orb, yeah. Oh.
Who is she? Sorry, my brain is melting. Who is she?
Lacus.
Sorry.
And,
I'm very
yeah.
confused by her having short hair. Or I guess
Yeah.
bund hair, I guess.
And cat ears, I guess? It looks
I
like
very much felt like I
I
was forgetting somebody. I was like, who the hell is
Yeah.
this again?
やめろよ。だってとても暗いお顔をなさってらっしゃるのですもの。
And conveniently, there's a wall, thin wall between the two baths, right? That he can
Right,
hear
but I don't think
everything.
Kira's the kind that we're going to see, like, comedically trying to climb over for a
Nah.
peek.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you made a mistake.
そしてやり通す。
Yeah, let's just do it. Then worry about it. I mean, I know what she's trying to say. You know, just don't get wrapped up in overanalysis, right?
Yeah, let's remember stupid things that people have done in the past.
それが
They've gotten themselves killed. Like my dad and your dad.
And yeah. Excellent.
ね。
ありがとう。
Actually, she doesn't have short hair. She just has it in a bob. So
I
she's,
already said
you know,
that.
Yeah.
I said I was confused by her short hair or the bun thing that she seems to be doing.
Now she meets Luna Maria. It's like, oh, but I thought it was Lacus in his bed.
Well, I don't think they're ever going to come across Luna Maria.
地域住民からの情報なんだが、この奥地に連合の息のかかった何やら不明な研究施設のようなものがあるそうだ。今は静かだそうだが、以前は車両や航空機、モビルスーツなども出入りしていたかなりの規模の施設ということだ。
So I guess he got a transmission from somebody, recorded that, and then uploaded it to the computer.
ではありますか。シン、いい加減にしろ。
そんな仕事とか言うな。もし武装勢力が立てこもってでもいたらどうする？そういう任務なんだ。
Would that be more important than a research facility?
了解しました。
I mean, he's going to put it in terms that Chin can understand, right? Guns, weapons, explosives. Like, what if we found, you know, something that could try to kill us?
Sorry, did she leave to follow him?
Guess so. No balloons here, though.
艦長。
ダーダネルスで天使を見ました。また会いたい。赤のナイトも姫を探しています。どうか連絡を。ミリアリア。
ミリアリアさん？
赤のナイト。
アスラン。
It's not a bad code name.
ターミナルから回されてきたものなんで
It
す。
was an arm. His mech was red. It's not red now, is it? Yeah, it is.
ミリアリアさんもあそこに。
彼女、今はフリーの報道カメラマンですからね。
But it's not a hard code to break. I saw an angel. The Archangel?
アスランが。
Saw the Red
アスラ
Knight.
ンが戻ってきてるんだ。キラ。
プラントからということか。さて、どうするキラ。
え？
誰かに仕掛けられたにしちゃ。
So what? Kigali came back from the plants too.
でもミリアリアさんの存在なんて。
確か彼女自身は知っているはずですがね。この船への連絡方法は。
あ、
キラ。
会いましょう。アスランが戻ったのなら、プラントのこともいろいろとわかるでしょう。でも、
I'll tell you how Durandal is a swell guy.
Also, all that information about what Mir looks like in a skimpy nightgown.
大丈夫。
Transparent, translucent.
私は一緒に行くぞ。
Well, she has a bigger bust than your girlfriend. That's one.
いいよ。
She got a bigger bust than anybody. Except for maybe Ramus. This isn't gonna look good when Luna Maria comes back and says, "Oh yeah, he went and talked to that ship, or got on that ship." Oh yeah, Luna Maria, a gyrocopter pilot. Didn't put that on the resume. Oh, okay. They're gonna just go meet out. Sorry, did we not see it? It's like on the surface. Oh, never mind. This is Minerva. I guess Luna Maria contacted. Yeah, okay, sorry. I put both things together at once.
Yeah, they're doing two different things.
No, I got confused because I thought Luna Maria informed the Minerva of what Athrun was up to. But I guess they're being as non-suspicious as I thought they were. Just, here's the freedom. See? Easily spottable is what I'm hearing.
Also, Yuna is claiming that they actually did get married. So that's gonna be a messy divorce.
Oh, that was the phone call. I was like, it seemed weird that they just called Athrun, so it's like, yo.
Now he gets punched in the gut. It's like, hey, Kira. Actually, no, Kira never gets his when he wants to. Why did you marry him?
I really like Luna Maria even more right now. She is set up for this.
Yeah, but who she's reporting to? Is she just doing it for herself, or?
No, clearly it's Zaft.
Yeah.
I think this would be fucking insane if you were implying that she's doing it because she's a jilted lover or some shit.
She didn't get any orders, though, that we know of. I mean, she can show her own initiative, but... Bet you didn't know that.
They sailed there themselves. They're not innocent. I don't know, saving everybody on Earth? Seems like it's what we're up to.
He's right.
Here's the problem with Kira, is that he's gonna do something or know something that's gonna be proven right by the end. because they won't let Kira be wrong.
Yeah.
Legitimately, Zaft is saving lives and freeing people from tyranny. But that idol, man, what's up with that idol? The fuck? Oh, sorry. The long distance shot did not recognize that was Ray and Shin. Like, is this new characters? Meanwhile,
Like
in Transylvania,
an abandoned facility.
Baldur's Gate 3.
I should play that again.
僕らコーディネーターの特殊部隊とモビルスーツに襲撃された。狙いはラクスだった。だから僕はまたフリーダム。
It does raise an interesting question. Is one girl's life worth world peace?
もう誰も死なせたくなかったから。彼女は誰になんで狙われなきゃならないんだ。
Assume for a moment that Durandal is responsible, but Durandal is also the only one keeping Zaft together in this whole operation to rescue the people of Earth.
Another cloning facility?
I mean, feels like this is the reaction. Or is he looking at himself? Is there another clone of him? What are we looking at? Come on. Is it just tubes? No, there's bodies.
He's remembering something.
That'd be a hell of a thing, because it seems like he's the one that got the signal to go here, so someone's trying to tell him
something.
Well, I mean, I don't think the person who cloned you would send you to the clone facility. No, I mean, that's my main takeaway. I mean, the Ray thing, super interesting, but
yeah,
is one girl's life worth world peace? I would argue that if you're a Christian, you should say yes. Because it was worth one man's life, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, world peace obviously wasn't on the table, but the eternal safety of your soul, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's what feels like it's
faces of those. We don't see the faces of those bodies.
Yeah, but clearly it's the reaction. You're focusing on the Ray thing. Okay, we'll handle the Ray thing first.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, that faking and killing Lycus, if it would help Durandal bring world peace, it's a...
No, not if it would help Durandal. Hold on, we're about to get into the thing, so it's hard to get serious into the discussion.
事象は一つ、事実は揺るがぬもの。だがその行為の意味は、言葉の裏は。知る由もないそれは、常に胸の闇の中か。
Wow.
語らぬものと語れぬものの真実はどこに。次回機動戦士ガンダムシードデスティニー。罪のありか。ぶつかり合う今を撃て、ガイア。
Gaia is her.
I think it's a poignant discussion to have before, obviously, whatever the fuck this is comes into play, because it could be not poignant anymore, right? Obviously, what's happening here might make Durandal guilty of even more shit. So before he's guilty of more shit, let's handle the prospect of is one girl's life worth world peace? Because my perspective on this is Durandal is the one seemingly holding Zaft together, right? His force of personality. And it's keeping it focused on what it's doing. And what it's doing, at the moment anyway, is good. So if he's bringing peace to the world, and keeping Zaft together in a non-Patrick Zala way, is that
genocidal kind of way,
is that worth the life of one person?
Lycus.
I mean, does it matter if it's Lycus? Lycus isn't so important that she's more important than any other person.
But in this case, it is Lacus, because if what Kira is saying is right, which we have suspected, but we don't have enough proof.
Kira's always fucking right. He's the main fucking character. He's the mouthpiece of the show. He might as well be Jesus. Like, Jesus Yamato was a nickname given to him for a reason.
Yeah, but the thing is, murdering her, where he could have just tried to communicate with her somehow, right? It's like, listen, this is what I'm doing. I know you may not like it, but you're a politician. You're a daughter of a politician. Of all people, you would understand what I'm trying to do here. I think Lacus would have gone with this. Like, Lacus can be cold-hearted enough and calculating enough. Like, sure, you have my blessing.
Right.
So there would be no reason if Durandal is as smart as he is, and he knows Lacus, probably knows the politics behind all this. Like, listen, I'm doing this. I know you don't want a part of this war anymore. This is what I'm doing. You fought to stop the genocide of humanity before. This is the best solution. And I think Lacus would have go like, sure, you got my blessing.
You think but you don't know. And the problem is that there could be so much more involved in this plan that letting any little segment of it out, like asking for permission, could jeopardize everything. Every part of it.
The problem here is that Durandal is operating on, I'm not going to ask for permission, I'm going to ask for forgiveness situation. He doesn't want to ask Lacus is to give Lacus control. Because that means that Lacus at any moment could actually show up and go like, I'm the real Lacus. And people are like, even if nobody believes her outright, it's like, oh, what the? And that would just crumble that part of the plan, right? And he's not going to take that risk. He's not going to, he's a chess master. He's literally playing chess. So he's like, you know what? I'm not going to take any chances. I created a fake Lacus. I'm going to kill the other one. Get rid of her. Get rid of Kira. Get rid of all the people that could sabotage my plan. And that's why I say he's messianic figure. He believes in his greater will.
Well, again, though, shifting away from that, let's just assume that maybe you're right. But the point is that even if that was the case, would it be worthwhile to have Lacus killed in the method that he was shown in order to maintain what's going on?
I don't think so. Because ultimately, someone who's willing to go that far can't really be trusted with power for long.
Somebody who's willing to go that far for peace?
Is he really going for peace, or is he going for his version of peace?
Well, let's see. We see peace being attained. So is his version of peace different from peace?
Well, we don't know what his version of peace is yet.
We know what's happening, though. I'm saying right now,
we know that
people are being saved who wouldn't have been saved without Zaft's intervention.
Yeah, that's because, and this is a part of the situation here, which is kind of smart writing a little bit, because Blue Cosmos and Logos ultimately come as very cartoonish villains, right? They're like, oh, we just want to kill everybody. Right? And in this case, I will say that depending on what turns out Durandal is doing, if anything, and Ray seems to recognize what's going on, so, he knows something. I mean, he's so in shock that he has to be carried out by Kira, right? At the revelation.
You mean Shin?
Chin, sorry. That it tells me that, well, we don't know what the revelation is, but the fact that Ray can recognize what's going on and get such a visceral reaction, it's a question mark here. If we had a little more space between,
I just assume he saw himself. Copies of himself, because we brought up real early somebody around here might be a clone of somebody else, and why not if you saw yourself like a dozen times dead in tubes? I mean, that seems like a clear reaction for that sort of scenario.
Then who's doing the cloning though? Was that a effort by the Earth Federation or Zaft? But I don't think it would be
Earth Federation. Earth Federation isn't involved with him. He's in Zaft.
Yeah, no, but if they're part of those programs that they were,
although they did say it was an Earth Federation research facility.
Yeah. So
unless there's another faction, which is a cross faction, like
between Logos and,
although that's something I brought up earlier, like the best way to continue the war would be a mixing of the factions. Yeah, but I think I brought that up as like this is all a faction working with the Earth Federation. in order to make sure that the war continued, because the Zala faction just wants everybody to die, assuming that they're even real.
Yeah, it's sort of what's Star Trek 6, the Undiscovered Country kind of situation.
Yeah.
Klingons working with that one faction within that. Well, a couple of admirals really, and
really,
the
Romulans. Typically, if there's like an evil Federation scenario, you can always say that one admiral, and someone will probably give you a pass.
Yeah, and the Romulan ambassador who was involved in it as well. By the way, people tend to forget the Romulan ambassador.
Well, I don't tend to forget. It's problem I have a crossover in my mind with Spock's brother. What movie was that?
Sabak. Sabak?
No, the movie.
No,
what
Sabak
movie was that?
Yeah, I know that was 5.
Search for Peace.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name of the movie.
Yeah.
But it's the element that there's also the 3 ambassadors in that movie, and one of them is a Romulan. That it's hard to remember.
It's the same actor, which is the same actor that was in the last movie.
I'll say it's a crossover in my head because every time I remember Romulan ambassador, it's that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, but see, it might be something like that. You know what? I'm gonna hate to say this, but I'm gonna hold off on speculation because we have this huge revelation right now.
I'm not,
we don't know.
So that's the thing.
I'm not
gonna hold off on speculation. I'm gonna not hold off on questioning. Because that question in my mind is still, how much bad can Durandal do? And
before he crosses the line?
Yeah, well, to make it not worth it. Because he's still doing way more good than anybody else in the history of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So how much bad can you be responsible for before you can no longer be allowed to continue?
I think if there's a link between the so-called Sala faction and Durandal, that it was his plan all along, I think that's going to be cross the. Because even if Minerva failed to do what it failed to do, Earth would have been
okay. Here's what seems not even. I don't think it would seem to be unrelated. Here's just a tangential question: would you have sided with Ozymandias and Watchmen?
No.
Okay, there's the difference then. I think I would have.
Yeah, I know you would.
On one hand, it works, right? So, and I think it's something we can all understand. Creating an alien. I think there was the past example in sci-fi before even Watchmen, where they would create an alien threat, like an alien invasion fleet to unite the Earth too, like Hollywood.
Yeah, I think I think in the original Watchmen, he created an alien.
It was a giant squid. It was a giant squid thing. No, I'm not talking about like original Watchmen though. I mean like sci-fi novels or a movie or something that. That Hollywood in the novel, not Hollywood like a movie. Hollywood creates like an alien invasion fleet, and that unites the world under the threat of it believing like an H.G. Wells War of the Worlds, but real in the world of the movie or book. I can't remember what it was though. For all I remember, it could be an Outer Limits sketch. I don't recall.
I mean, you create a common enemy, but if the plan fails and you kill everybody on Earth,
but that wasn't the plan. Oops. But if you're applying it to this, I don't think Durandal's plan is to kill everyone on Earth. No, otherwise, I feel like they could have already done that.
Yeah, I think he wants to conquer humanity. He wants to be the savior of humanity. I think that's what he wants.
If you have a messianic complex and you save everyone, does it matter?
It matters what you're actually setting up, because if you're setting like a dictatorship, I wouldn't go for it.
It doesn't seem like it's a dictatorship. He already acts as part of a council.
Yeah. I guess we have to see how far he's willing to go.
I guess that's my point, though, is the element of Durandal being the bad guy. If he is the bad guy, but his goal is good, and he does bad things to achieve a good outcome, how bad can he get before he's unfollowable, right? If his good thing is world peace, right? Like, I am going to put down all the oppressors, all the tyrants, all the slavers, and we're going to have peace on Earth. How many bad things can he do to achieve that? before it's too bad.
It's the Thanos question. I'm going to wipe out half of all life in the universe, and that's going to bring peace. Which
well, no, I don't think it's like that because that's like dumb. That's just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because again, he had the magic power to double all resources. We all know that.
Or the superhero thing where the superheroes take over the planet because they know better, right?
Justice Lords, yes. I don't think that's equivalent either because you're making him a dictator, whereas that's not present yet because he's again operates as part of a council. I think my point is more so, again, to the example of the Lacus thing. If to kill one person, he can achieve a great end for so many more, right? Like, I know that the argument is that a human life is a human life and every life is precious, but at the same time, 1.78 people dies every second. Why not this one? In the time you're thinking about it, so many people have died. So many people you'll never know. The only difference is you know the name on this one.
I mean, but the thing is, I wouldn't just sacrifice all those people so that everyone else would be happy, I guess.
So you're saying if you could sacrifice one person to, like, say, 100,000 people could live in happy and peace.
Babylon 5 also had that question in season 1. It's like, how do you get immortality? Okay, you have to sacrifice half of the population.
That's the different. That is completely different because that's the reverse. That is sacrificing 100,000 people for the happiness of one. I'm literally saying the Spock angle. If you can sacrifice one person for the happiness of 100,000 people, and now we're talking about not even talking happiness. We're talking about safety, security, peace.
I think the thing is, if the person were willing to sacrifice themselves, I will respect that.
Let's put it into the perspective that they're completely unwitting. They have no idea this is about to happen.
Yeah, no, I find that very difficult to believe, to swallow. Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously the monkey's paw here is you say yes and say, but it was you! You know, it's not one of those.
Doesn't matter if it's me or not. I mean, the possibility is it could be me, or the possibility it could be somebody hands me the gun and was like, go kill that person. If you kill that person, we're all going to be saved. And I'm going to go, no, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, Rorschach.
The one person I would kill would be the person handing me the gun. Well,
so you're saying that you would then? So all we have to do is make sure the person handing you the gun is somebody that we want dead.
I mean, in this
you
scenario,
literally just said you'd kill the person handing you the gun.
I would do the Batman movie.
So I
thing,
make sure that Lacus we engineer a situation in which Lacus hands you a gun, and boom, we're good.
Guess so. No, that was poorly placed. I would do the Batman thing where there's the two ships and one of them is a prisoner and the prisoner grabs the detonator from the guards. Like, I'm going to do what nobody here.
What you should have done 20 minutes ago.
And he throws the detonator.
Yeah, then what happens though if the prisoner's like, I want to fucking live, and turns the key? Yeah, you can't count on any random person to do what you think they're gonna do. We can't even agree in most situations. Well, you know, I'm the prisoner on that ship.
I wouldn't do it. I think that's too much.
I don't know. I think sometimes extreme measures are required for extreme change. Now, of course, I wouldn't want to be the random person, but at the same time, I think that's also the helpful part of the
only way to do this, right?
Well, no.
Change can take down.
The argument here, not the argument, the point of debate here is, again, going back to how much bad can Durandal do before...
It's a trolley problem. You're presenting a trolley problem, right?
Well, sort of, because the problem here is that I'm not presenting
one person and one track and
well, no, I'm not presenting a trolley problem. That's what I said, sort of. I'm not presenting a trolley problem. I'm presenting a... Well, I mean, I guess everything is really a trolley problem when you get down to it. Because everything can be presented as A or B, right? There's another game out there.
Reduced to absurdity, yes.
Well, yeah, but it's more so... I guess I'm more so asking you a question about the guy who's running the track at the trolley. The guy who's making the switch. I'm asking you a question about yourself as you are answering a trolley problem. Which is to say, how many bad choices can a trolley problem question, answer, or have before you stop following them? How bad can Durandal get on the extreme measures for extreme good before you stop following Durandal? Because again, Durandal is doing good things, and we've got him on. He might have tried to kill Lacus. Is one person worth all the good that he's done?
So far, I don't. Based on this, I guess I don't trust. I don't trust Randall, so it's like
right. But
I can't.
Again, do you kick him out of office on the presumption of I don't trust him, even though the effect under his regime is still good?
No, I can't. I can't go there. I wouldn't. I would kick him out of office.
So you would again risk another Patrick Zala. In spite of the guy who is doing good. Well, that's the idea, though, is we don't currently have a Patrick Zala. We have a Durandal who is doing good, but smiles weirdly sometimes, so we got a problem.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, is that currently he's not doing a bad job. Earth is a better place in places where he has gotten zaft forces to liberate from Earth Alliance camps, essentially. Whereas another leader might not be able to affect such change. Another leader might go to different extremes, again, a la Patrick Zala. So you would put that at risk.
Or Jibri.
Well, he's Earth Alliance side, but yeah.
Yeah, but still, I mean, he's claiming he wants to create a new world, right? So he's claiming that he has to wipe out the coordinators in order to create.
Again, though, this would be the trolley problem. Is you're on a good path, though you're very suspicious of your leader. Do you want to switch tracks now? Switching tracks, you don't know where you're going to wind up, but you're on a good path right now.
I can't go there. I would not sacrifice the one for the many. I'm not that kind of guy.
You're not Spock.
Spock.
Or Kirk.
I would probably,
depending on which version of Star Trek is your track.
If I were braver, I would sacrifice myself, but that takes an inordinate amount.
Well, again, you're in the rotation because you are a person, so it could be you.
Yeah.
The idea is you don't know who it would be. Because again, Lacus didn't know she was being targeted. That's why I said you're unwitting in this respect. I could be asking you this question with a guy behind you pointing a gun at your back of your head. Well, preferably to the side of your head, because I don't want blood all in my face. Because if you point it at the back of your head and I'm standing in front of you, I'm going to get splattered.
And brain matter, and possibly pieces of the bullet that will also kill you as well.
Yeah. Always be suspicious of the person who's asking you a question with like one of those Gallagher tarps pulled up to their face. Would you sacrifice anybody? By the way, get my galoshes on because I don't want any of my shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should leave it with this question because I would not be the one to sacrifice or be sacrificed. I'm too cowardly. I admit I'm too cowardly to sacrifice myself, and I'm too moral to sacrifice someone else.
Well, I mean, I would
not ask someone else to do something that I myself would be too cowardly to do.
Again, it's the unwitting angle that allows me to say with 100% certainty, I'm all on board for this. But especially with the premise of the gun put in the back of my head, because as long as I don't see it coming, the unwitting part, right? If you're going to sacrifice me for the greater good of everybody, at least don't let me see it coming. Let it be, I can't remember his name from Goodfellas.
Yeah. There you go. And with that, we leave it for today, folks.
All right. Well, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?